my personal point of view for small agencies, that it's got to be the CEO or founder or co-founders. What they've got to be the one who takes the lead. So what's interesting though is that, agency owners don't necessarily hesitate when they've got to a certain size to hire someone like head of client services, or they should be able to delegate, I believe. And look, I'm biased towards business development, so I believe that they can probably delegate much more to their deputies, the heads of strategy, the heads of client services, their creative directors, in order to allocate more time to business development. So the realization I had is that the overwhelm thing, like, oh my God, I got to do everything. And where do I start? And what do I do? And so I thought, well, okay, what if we could just start with one or two or maybe three things that play back to the strengths of the agency owner? And what if we look at it like an ecosystem, and you would be pretty careful about what you put in that ecosystem. Right. So you'd want plants and animals that were going to thrive in that system. Yes. And you didn't want to overload it. You didn't want to put too little in, and you wanted to put the right things in there. So this idea is you start understanding your strengths. What does that align well to as far as those tactics? And let's not try to do everything, but going back to the thinker, if that thinker said, okay, yeah, I've got an idea and it's going to be great for a book, so let's focus on that. And then from the book, then maybe is going to require a bit of a PR strategy, but because you're leading with that book and there's a strong idea there, now it's going to be easier to hire a PR person or outsource that to an expert, because they say, oh, I totally get it. I totally get what your story is. And you've got a book, and now I understand what to do with that. So you sort of build it up over time so that you aren't asking an agency owner to say, okay, somehow you got to find 50 more hours in your week. Try not to position it that way.